Dilly got it bumping. All right, can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? If you can hear me, let me know. Sounds good? I should be able to hear me now. I think some things wasn't connected. But it's like, that's the joy of when you move your equipment around. What's going on, John? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, John? You guys can hear me, let me know in the chat room. Everything should be connected. John, are you there? Mic is muted. Can you hear the music in the background? All right, you guys can hear me good. I love technology. Technology loves me. Let me get in this camera shot. Let's take it. All right, let's get it going. You can hear me? Good. All right, there we go. Salute. Oh my God. Salute. There we go.
Purchase your tracks today.
What's going on? If you can hear me loud and clear, let me know. John, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Hey, had to run through the protocols. What's going on, man? Because I was like, wait a minute. Man, how was your weekend?
Busy.
I got a message for you. Somebody sent a message to you.
Who did that?
They said, super congratulations on your gig at the DJing at the church. He said, make sure you say it just like that.
What are you talking about?
Make sure you tell Jono I said, super congratulations on the gig, DJing at the church.
Who are we talking about?
I talked to Governor today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I talked to Governor today.
Awesome.
Yeah, we had a good conversation, man. Good conversation. I mean, we went in.
Yeah, he needs to come up at some point.
I know. I got to pull him up. Y'all think y'all seeing something? You ain't see that until you see this guy. He called me. He said I forgot the name they used to call you. He called you the techno. I ain't heard that in a long time. But that is the truth. That is, when I heard that, it set down on me. Like, wow, that's true. So yeah, we had a long conversation. Shout out to the thinking class. Shout out to everybody in the chat room. P-Town, what's going on, Dre? What's going on, Sigma? What's going on, Joe Blas? What's going on, Teresa? What's going on, Jonathan W? What's going on, everybody? If you guys hear me, this going on, man. It was a good conversation.
That's good people.
Yeah. Yeah, he went chasing that kitty cat. He started talking like that.
Listen, like I said, he needs to come up.
He's what?
He needs to come up.
Yeah, he got to bring him up. I'm trying to get him to come up. He can drop some. Woo. But yeah, today we're talking about how committed are you to the game?
How committed are you to the game?
How committed are you to the game? So y'all ready, y'all, man? We're gonna chop it up a little bit, but I want to, man, what a weekend! After I sent you that message yesterday, I immediately started doing internal work. So I pull out a piece of paper and start rewriting the script. You know what I mean? So I start rewriting the script. And I'm talking to you guys when I'm talking to John, because you're getting the personal stuff we talk behind the scenes, but I began to rewrite the script, and then it just it bubbled up. Where were you 10 years ago? Where were you when I bought this book? Where were you when I did this? So it changes the whole dynamic, and I immediately felt the weight lift.
That's important. A lot of times people visit the past and they have, they have to learn from it. You know what I'm saying? And what you are doing is showing an example of how you can take past experience and learn from it.
Yeah.
Into, bring it to have some fruition for the person, for the current situation and present.
Mm-hmm. Right. And Friday show, if y'all missed Friday show, y'all missed a lot with Friday show. That's all I'm going to say. Friday show was off the Richters. Tish came up. Then we had Red Pill Chauvinists. Then we had, of course, Jono was here. New York was in the house. New York shut it down. It was off the rails. If you missed that show, you missed a show of all shows. Alfie popped in and out. What a show we had on. It was so much good game given. I was like, wow. It just floored me, man. I was like, this don't make any sense. I want to play around too now, man. You want to play around. I've seen something. It was a crazy show. So yeah, Friday show was off the chain. If you missed Friday show, you missed a show of all show. It was good. Good game. Something that T shared about she wanted to see a man win. I said, what? I said, that was good right there.
I mean, that's the thing that makes us go out, like we're on our natural instinct of going out and bringing home the bread, or going out and winning, knowing that somebody's there ready to, see how that's like for us, or accept that feeling of us winning, makes us want to do it.
Right. And then on Saturday, I was on Dr. Constant Cooper's platform, and I went, man, I took the gloves off. I had to go into teacher mode. I had to break it down. So if you missed those things, we were going in. But today we're talking about, are you committed to the game? So I'm always repetitive in what I say, because I want you to get it, because I know you got it. I want you to get it because I know you got it. But I want you to understand, are you committed to the game? So when we talk about the game, we're talking about strategy. So are you committed to the game? There's so many ways. Are they talking now? Okay. I have to visit and continue to visit the past, and each time I get more understanding, right? You adjust your past.
Exactly. Some people escape their past, so it's not filed away properly, so you can't reference it. You ever get some paperwork in the mail and you just throw it on the counter, or you take that paperwork and you put it in a box somewhere and you don't know exactly where it went? That's how people file away their memories. And what happens is, when it's not filed away in the right place, you can't reference it to see what the examples you need from your memory or your experience to take reference and bring it into the future with the understanding of what happened.
Right. Show was crazy for real. Yeah. I don't know if y'all. It didn't show. Somehow it didn't make it to the It didn't make it to the regular stream. I don't know how that happened. It cut off at the right time. So if you was there, you was there. If you wasn't, you wasn't there. But are you committed to the game? So you can hear us teach, and you have people come up, and you can hear other content creators but are you committed to the game? So you always know I'm going to always point back to you. Commitment never starts at the game, or commitment always starts with you. I think we might have done a show like one time about this, but now we're going to sort of dig a little deeper. Are you committed to yourself?
Do you even have a thought that you can make it? A lot of people aren't committed to their own success because they don't know if they can make it. And you need to go inside and realize that the first step you need to do is to commit to your own tasks, commit to your own belief system, commit to the goal that you're trying to do. Are you committed to the game? And that what the game is, just your own strategy, your own forth going, your own issues that you need to work out. Are you committed to working them out?
How many can you really say in this chat room? How committed? Let's get a survey, get you guys warmed up, because it's Monday. I know you still get drinking the coffee and you still like, wait a minute. Can you really say what percentage? This is the question I want to ask. What percentage of you feel that you are fully committed to yourself right now? What percentage are you committed to yourself right now? What percentile will you get? 10%, 20%, 30%, 100%, maybe 50%, 50%? I want you to put in the chat room, where are you at in the percentile that you are committed to yourself?
Have you even done a test on whether your level of success that you want to commit to is even possible? Have you even tried the test? A lot of people hit the ground running and then make mistakes and then base their experience on those mistakes. Some of those mistakes were tests. Did you accept that, learn from them, and move on? Because your goals are still real. And if you don't move forward with your goals, even if a mistake was made, you need to keep going. Get out of test mode and get into multiplication mode.
You got to say that again, because that went right over their head. You got to get out of test mode and get into multiplication mode. 75%. I'm digging deep to find that commitment. Okay. See, it's one thing to talk about the game. Because I want to about this woman and about doing this, and I'm slick in the game. But if you're not committed to your own self, what's the use in you learning game?
I like the fact that CJ said I'm digging deep. A lot of people say I'm trying, and I know it's gonna hurt some people when I say this, but it rhymes with lying, and that's gonna go over some people's head too. Don't try, okay? Do, and do, fail, do again. Do, fail, do again. Don't do it the same way. Do it differently. Do, fail, do, then succeed. You get what I'm saying? All the failures turn into success after you learn the lessons in those failures. Say you try means it's almost like a half, like say you cock the gun. It's like you half cock the gun and it won't go off because you are putting yourself in a mode of it not really being a success. Okay. Even a test page is a full page on a printer, okay? It's really a print that comes out. It's not telling you the test might come out if you try to test it. You see what I'm saying? A test on a folding machine is a test. Means you got to try one. Once you see that one come out, all it knows is the program is to keep repeating. And now you're multiplying that first complete test. So you have to think about tests being a full cycle of the exact thing that you want. And you're doing on a small scale so that you can now multiply that. So the being committed to it means you're committed to the multiplication of the successful test.
That's good right there. Shout out to Misha. Misha, what's going on? Salute. Good to have you in the thinking class. William, where you been, bro? Salute to you, brother. DJ Troy, what's going on in New Jersey? Been a minute. I ain't seen you in a minute, bro. Shout out to you. We're make sure we emphasize on what we're talking about. Yes, we're talking about the game, but we're talking about how committed are you to the game? And the first commitment that we definitely emphasize is being committed to yourself. And as John just explained, the importance of the test of being committed to yourself. And are you committed to just addition or multiplication? Are you committed to, I see some of the percentile, somebody say 55%, somebody say 70%. I asked a question, and this is part of the thing. Somebody say 75, somebody says 100%. How committed are you? What percentile are you committed to you? The game means nothing if you don't have a commitment to yourself.
Maybe what happens is people take on a persona that they're not really part of the commitment. Some people may think that it's supposed to come from an outside force. And I'm sorry to tell you this, but it starts with you. You have to have 100% commitment to you. And if your commitment to your goal setting game or strategy is in place, then nothing can stop you. And I trust the honesty. I thank everyone in the chat room for their honesty about what percentage they think they have. That might be in one of the reasons why you have maybe a lackluster response sometimes, because you need to commit 100%. You're the most important part of the game. You're the star player. You are the quarterback. You are the center in the basketball game. You are the pitcher and the batter. You're both in the baseball game. You are the most important player in your game or your strategy. So you have to be in it 100% to win it.
What if Michael Jordan was not committed to basketball when he was sick and played? I think it might have been in the finals.
Yeah, he had the flu. Everything. It was crazy.
Right. What if he wasn't committed then?
He played one of his best games he ever played. Even though he almost passed out. He knew that he didn't want to let his team down, but he also didn't want to let himself down. He had a promise he made to himself to overachieve and to be the greatest. And he never let himself down. Even now, when you watch interviews, it doesn't come from a place of cockiness. He was committed to being a success, and he made it. Now, some people may not know how to express that, but he knows the blood, sweat, and tears he put into perfecting his game. Literally. And you see the results of his track record and his history.
Right. And that's where we're talking about the commitment to yourself. If you're not committed to yourself 100%, and in percent, we understand this past percentile and everything, but the thing of it is, we're not talking addition. John emphasized it just a few minutes ago. It's multiplication. It's never addition. It is always multiplication. And I think a lot of you want the game, but you have not committed to yourself first. What is it going to take for you to become committed to yourself?
Even in math, when you're adding, it's more powerful to add factors instead of one-to-one. Like say I'm a 1 and I'm gonna add 1 to make 2. It's better to add factors, which is the superscript in the upper corner, multiplication. So even though you may add, say, a factor of 2, you're really doubling yourself, not just adding to yourself. And then that is the multiplication we're talking about. I'm not talking about everybody being a whole math scientist or whatever. I'm saying just look at it from a standpoint. People add value to their lives, and when they add value, that multiplies themselves. What you do is add features and add value to your life, and those are side loaded to you so that you can multiply. You get what I'm saying? And people say you get a new suit. The new suit puts you on the interview. That you added the value to the suit to put you on that interview. The interview multiplied your money.
Y'all better catch this, because it's so important that you get that you have to be committed to yourself. I can almost say forget the game. The game ain't gonna mean nothing if you don't have no commitment in your own self.
It's like the root, like denominator of your entire existence. Are you committed to your own existence? Are you committed to your own enhancement? Are you committed to you getting to the end? It's not just about goals falling in your lap. You know what I'm saying? Even on a date, if I take somebody, okay, you're gonna now do something that you never did before because you want a different result you never had before.
Think about
Nobody goes on the same date the same way, right? Have you ever gone on the same date the same way? You may know that suit that works for you, but you may think that the hat or a certain handkerchief might work differently. You may think that the certain restaurant might work differently. You may think that some certain activity might work differently. You know, you're trying different things to see where you have perfected your game. And guess what? The only way to do that is with test, trial, and error.
Y'all better catch this. And you see, you think we're like, oh, this don't have nothing to do with the game, man. I ain't gonna get down with this. Dude, if you understand what we're really saying to you, the building blocks that we've been getting, especially last 2 weeks, to talk about commitment, which is something that that I think people think that men are not committed. Men are committed. But the thing of it is, what are you committed to? And we're saying today, your first commitment that you need to make is to yourself. Have you put the stake down in the ground, says, today I'm going to be committed to myself? And what does that commitment entails? Conviction. You're so convicted that I'm going to be committed to myself that nothing, no one will stand in my way.
Maybe when you were accused of being not committed in a relationship, maybe the person was really talking to you in your own personal goals. Maybe you weren't committed to that. Maybe it's, oh, you're always on the couch, you're always on the. They can't see themselves committed to you when you're not committed to yourself.
See,
get off your own couch.
See, you didn't hit it. I was trying to avoid that. So the issue, which you're saying, is that the real issue, the commitment, when they said that you're not committed to me, has nothing to do with the other person. They were pointing out your lack of commitment to yourself.
Exactly. And it just predicated to the relationship. You might have been accused of that, but guess what? It's probably because you never committed to yourself and make that person a part of your goal in your life.
So the question is, have you been? Now y'all talking. Now y'all talking. So listen. Okay, make the commitment. Set the statement for yourself. Your future self will thank you. I like that. CJ. I'm ready to receive. Here we go. I'm already open to receive. What's going on, author Lavisha Draper? What's going on? So I want you to understand, maybe the problem when you say ain't nobody, because you know everybody say ain't nobody committed to me, ain't nobody loving me. Maybe the issue is not them. They're pointing out the lack of commitment that you have for yourself.
Yeah, it's outwardly expressing something going on the inside of you. You need to fix. You need to fix that part of yourself on the inside so you can attract commitment to yourself. If you're not committed on the inside, how are you supposed to attract a committed person to you?
Wait, whoa. Drop the music. Say that again.
If you're not committed to yourself on the inside, how are you supposed to attract a committed person to you? You're going to pick up somebody flaky. You're going to pick up somebody that's, wishy-washy because you're wishy-washy. You're not committed. You need to get committed in your head.
So you saying it's not the girls?
Nope.
You saying it's not all these men acting like dogs?
It's not the girls first. It's not them first. It's you first. You attracted that to you.
Wait a minute. A person can see themselves committed to you because you ain't a person being committed to you, right? Can't, right? I got you. A person can't see themselves committed to you because you ain't committed to you. Come on.
You're only going to get with the same result you're willing to give yourself. Why are you asking somebody outside of you to have a better commitment to you than you willing to have for yourself? It's not supposed to work like that.
So people try to cheat the system by going to this. I'm gonna hit it, man. People try to cheat the system, and so they can get more information, learn how to do this, learn how to do that. But they have never made the first step of being committed to themselves. So they try to cheat the system and make this woman or make this man do all these backflips and cartwheels for them, but they never did that for themselves. Oh, I'm right down your alley. I'm on your street. I'm pushing the button. Knock, knock. You're trying to get everything out of someone else, but you have never been committed to your own damn self. And I can say it because I can say that.
Even in the game that you think you learn from somebody may be showing you, but you may not be learning. Because you're not committed. You know what I'm saying? All these cooking shows out here, they may be showing you the technique. They may be showing you some of the tricks of the trade, but you're not committed to learning those techniques because you haven't tried those things yet. You haven't put that in your recipe, in your cookbook. You see what I'm saying? And that's when you know you're committed to something, because now you made it your own. And once you try it on your own, you'll realize that those ingredients may be the thing that you need to change to make it your own.
That's why this lane is crafted for us, Jono, because you know why? We're plowing down the street, not to dismiss anyone, but to say there is a difference here. When you are committed to yourself, it separates the boys from the men. It separates the girls from the women. And it sets you on a place that no one can even touch you. Your commitment will begin to stink to people who ain't committed. Your commitment to yourself will begin to stink to other people and repel people who are not committed to themselves.
It's like a magnet. The opposites won't attract. You know what I'm saying? Only like-ended polar will attract in a magnet, right? It's gonna be like you're gonna have the opposite side of the magnet. It can't even come near you. It will repel off you like a force field.
So could it be this the reason why? Could it be, if we talk about your game is not working, and you easy to blame the woman, or these women crazy, they do all this. It's because you never were committed to yourself.
It's what you attracted. You attracted the negative energy. You attracted the energy that didn't have the right vibe or the right vibration for your frequency.
See? Exactly. Everything is manifesting. A laptop I needed, found. My energy is attracting willing women in my circle. My ability, grateful, acceptance, my blessing, debt-free, and beginning the journey. See? But it did not start until you were committed to yourself.
When you have your own affirmation mantra, it's because you are now putting yourself through a cycle of physical to subconscious transfer. And what happens once you start doing that, you start taking the other 8 hours that you're sleeping and putting that to work. You're taking the whole 24 hours now and putting it to efficient use. And that's the secret to getting all your ducks lined up. You need to make sure that you are in full alignment. And the only way you can do that is if you commit to it.
I better catch it. I'm already open to receive. Y'all don't understand the depth of the game that's being given. When you do that, your commitment to yourself sets the term of engagement for how others interact with you.
That's facts. You need to really understand that once you commit, you now have set some rules in place. And those rules can't be broken by you, anybody else in your circle. When you see that somebody is, they instantly repel. They're out of the group. They're out of the circle because you set the rules for your circle.
Starting to laugh. When you put your mind to when we put our mind to ourselves, nothing can stop us. Right. So you understand the importance of commitment. And I think a lot of times we don't talk about this in the game, just reading some stories and knowing some. When the pimp is deciding that he's going to be a pimp, the commitment that he has to himself to get that money or put her on the track and for her to bring that money, she does it. It has nothing to do with her. It has nothing to do with the money. It's about the commitment that he has, that what he's saying to her, it works.
And he don't just tell her hit the straw and bring back anything. He tells him how much to bring back. Because he knows in his mind what the goal is. Do you know what the goal is? Did you hit the track without a goal and now you don't know what to bring back?
Did you hit the track and put your high heels on and came back with no money? It's the moment to know thyself and to know thy God. Shout out to Red Pill Chauvinist. Correct. Y'all better catch this, because this is one of the foundational things to the game, is when you're committed to yourself. You saying, well, this ain't gonna get women. This is a guaranteed way to get women when you learn how to be committed to yourself. I don't care. I know the people I know. Oh no, I don't know about that, man. Just don't. No, facts, Jono. Teach. Chat room. You want to beam up? Let me know. I put the link up, because you know what? And I guarantee you, she'll say it. Any women that watch this, it's something when a woman sees a man that's committed to himself.
She's a multiplier.
Mm-hmm.
He knows how to enhance it. A man knows how to, let's just say, impregnate the situation. The woman knows how to carry it like a birth.
Yeah. Man, the music keep jumping. That was good, right? That's it. Not everybody talking. Another thing, clients wake up. It's got to be after 1 o'clock. That's why they're waking up. Yeah. When you commit to yourself, you're behind a committed leader. That's when you find meaning and value and purpose. What did the woman what did she just say?
Mm-hmm.
When you're committed to yourself, brothers, you're behind a committed leader. Do you see the word that she used? Leader. She didn't say a follower. That's when you find meaning, value, and purpose. Do you understand what's really being said?
True.
So women are looking for what? Shout out for the Fear Soul for the commitment Cash App. Shout out to you. I appreciate that. Shout out to you. We must be investing in ourselves and working. I'm working on every day on myself. Correct. But it's a connect. Commit to yourself is the key. Right. I know it's a typo. Sorry. Don't worry about it. We got it. Yeah, hit the like button. Right. Thank you. My dude, shout out to you. Shout out to the Den class. Looking forward to soaking up the game in the replay. Thank you for sowing the seeds that you sow into you give. Shout out to you, bro. So I want you to understand something. When you commit to yourself, you give off a how can I say it? You give off a fragrance that women somehow just sort of They become like a bee.
Yeah, they're pheromones.
Yeah.
Literally, you all have pheromones. We can attract or distract people from us with our pheromones. The ones who are attracted to you, you can't stop them from being around you. And it's because if you change the frequency of your pheromones, you'll make sure that the people that are coming around you will be the ones that make success if you get the success mindset and that you are committed to. Getting back to my point I made earlier about the impregnation. When you impregnate somebody, what happens is you're putting the idea out there for universe and the people around you are running with it. Okay. So you have to be careful what you put out there because what you put out there, if it's negative, the person's going to birth a negative situation for you. You need to put out positivity and success. And then what you impregnate somebody with will actually be the same predicate of the same situation of being positive and successful. So be careful. You are the leader. You have to make sure you put out good vibes for every one of the people in your vicinity.
I'm gonna say something, man. And this is funny you say that. This gonna y'all better pay attention to this. Put a 1 in the chat room. I seen that question, but I'm gonna roll past it because we're on the roll with this. And that's gonna be a distraction to what we're doing. So I see your question, and I answered it before, I think, on Alfie Kingdom's channel about that. So I seen your question, but I'm gonna say something. Y'all put a 1 in the chat room from this. So when I'm about to say this is gonna be just gonna be put a Put a 1 in the chat room because I'm about to say something. And this is just the truth. I need to see at least 3. I need to see about 4 1s. I 1, 2. I'm missing some 1s. Come on. There we go. Come on. I need 1 more 1. There it is. So let me get the close up on the eyes. Your commitment to yourself will cause others to hate you. Your commitment to yourself will cause others to hate you.
You know what? If that happens to you, then you know who to get rid of in your life. You need to identify your haters so they can be told later.
Your commitment to yourself will cause haters. And that's when you need to celebrate. It's your commitment that drives the uncommitted crazy. Oh, I'm on the money today. Jono's on the money today. Facts, LDA. It brings out the haters. Oh, I know what I'm talking about. That means your commitment to yourself, to being the best version of yourself, to being the best health, the best wealth, the best everything around you will cause people to either love you or hate you.
Pushes to the extreme. You're about something, all the extremes get pushed. And guess what? You'll find out who's in your circle. And you'll find out who's been hating. And the divide will begin.
Just like the Red Sea.
Will be going into alignment. You want that alignment in your life. You don't want anything to be wishy-washy and you asking questions about who's this and who's that in your life. You should be solid on your team and solid who's not for you.
Y'all better catch that. That's how you know you're doing it. Check. because it reveals the lack of commitment of those folks who are jealous of saying commitment. Correct. Misery loves company. Y'all getting now. If you don't have any haters, you're not working hard enough. Come on. Now y'all waking up. That's the price of being a leader. Wait a minute. That's the price of being a what? A leader. Wait, where did it go? Okay. Self-commitment also equates to your moral identity. Woo! Get out of shot. Wow, y'all get the thinking class woke up now. And strangely, it gives me a conviction I'm doing the right thing. Oh. What is going on? When you're improved, and when your improvement is seen, they begin to reject their envy through passive aggressive energy. Yeah, well, I can at least leave. We can stop the show right there. We could stop right there. What William just said, what William said, we can stop the show right there. LDA said the way others view you is through. I said it. I gotta think about what I said. What you said. The way others view you is the thoughts you have about yourself. How does that statement connect to being committed to yourself? The way others view you is the thoughts you have about yourself. You trying to put me in the trick bag, buddy? Yeah. The way others view you is their own projection of themselves. So when you recognize their thoughts, you have to say, is that my thought or is that their thought? But that's a whole nother teaching in itself to identify whose thought it is. So how does this do with commitment? It does with commitment because of this. You realize once you're committed to yourself, you recognize you have thoughts of commitment, and you automatically see that whoever thoughts are contrary to a commitment becomes revealed. So that's how that works. Too easy. Good morning, everyone. Dr. Constant Cooper. William is on the money. I experienced it. See? Haters hate being around winners because it shows them how much they are losing. Correct.
Yeah. If they don't have anybody to troll, they end up at the bottom of the list. And that's the thing. Haters are looking for the worst part of you. And if all they can pick out is some minute things, then you already know you're winning.
That's why we're talking about the importance. Uh-oh, she said, I'm posting that. William was on point. See, let me go back what he said. When your improvement is seen, they begin to reject their envy through passive aggressive energy.
It's true. We're seeing that right now, evident in a lot of our activities we're seeing right now. And you know what? It's an example of our success, not to be approached. You don't have to you don't have to approach it. Just look at that example and say, that's an example of our success. Not something you have to go back and address.
William was on point. Yeah, he was on point. Y'all better give a shout out to William today. He came with the two-piece up in here. What time is it? I'm just talking. Okay, 23. Much clearer now. Gratitude. Salute to you, brother. So when you're committed to yourself, it causes a stream of thoughts of commitment to start flowing. So anything contrary to those thoughts from other people you start to recognize. It creates, like you said, Jono, it creates a divide. And what happens is when go ahead.
You can see the clear lines at that point.
Correct.
If you don't have a goal set and if you don't have commitment set, what happens is everything's all murky. Everything's in the same water. It's like salt water and fresh water. You don't have that clear divide of what's supposed to be right and what's supposed to be wrong. And what we're trying to say is that once you get committed and you start steering in the right direction, the haters will literally be visible on one side and they'll be filed away like they're supposed to be. And the people that's supposed to be in your circle, polarized you, will be with you, and you'll see that divide. You'll see it. It'll be clear.
Haters will guilt trip you and try to emphasize the lack in hope and that you conduct self-sabotage. Your resolve must be unyielding. Thank you so much. I think the class is on point. This really should be taught in universities.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. You know why? Because when you are committed to yourself, we ain't talked about committed to nobody else yet. Don't even start with committing to somebody else. It's commitment to yourself. Committing to yourself changes the energy in the room big time. You actually, it's like sitting in a chair. It's like sitting in a chair that you own and you sit down into your commitment.
There's a position for your commitment.
Whoa. Just put that in the chat room. Music, stop. There is a position for your commitment. Put that in the chat room. There is a position for your commitment.
Like you committed to the chair. You committed to the chair because you said, listen, I'm going to take my meditation chair. I'm going to put it as my position for the commitment for the show. You made a position for your commitment.
Whoa, players. Y'all might not get this. You also have to become the person you want to attract. That's what we're getting at. You're right there. You're right on the money. Yeah, players. 1, commit to yourself. There's a position for my commitment. You gotta get the right English right. You gotta get it right. If there people. There you go. There's a position for my commitment. There's a position for my commitment. There's a commitment in medicine and antidote. Commitment has to be your number one. Y'all getting it, man. Y'all getting it. There's a position for your commitment. Have you set down into your position for your commitment at 20?
Even the Bible says, go and prepare a place.
Whoa. Did you say the what?
The Bible says, go and prepare a place. You're supposed to prepare a place for that which is coming. For that which you plan to succeed, you have to prepare a place.
Oh boy. He said, go and prepare a place. So are you saying, Jono, that people need to prepare a place for their commitment?
Absolutely. And it's not a physical place until you made it in your mind first. You have to do both, though. You have to prepare a place for you in your mind, and then you have to express it physically. Some people have to have their vision board. Some people have to have a notebook. Some people have to have a place in their house, but prepare a place so that you have greatness and success you're looking for. But you have to go and prepare a place so you can get committed. You can't do it without it.
Now you made me choice which song. I had to go prepare a place for your commitment. Y'all better go prepare a place for your commitment.
Same way we told you got to file away the past, you have to file away your commitment. Where is it filed away in your head? Did you put a place for it so you can refer back to it every time and know that that commitment is stable and in place, and you have to get to that goal. Now, if you don't do that, just like filing away bad memories and stuff like that, it's all scattered in your mind. You're not going to have the right mindset to move forward. You need to prepare a place in here first. Then prepare a place in the physical. That's what we talked about, naming your savings account, naming your place in your house that you're going to be your vision board area, part of the place that nobody understands but you. That's preparing a place for that which is coming, that which you will succeed.
Y'all better prepare a place for your commitment.
If you've been listening to us over the last few weeks, you know we've been telling you 10 different ways how to bring it forth, how to manifest. And this is one of them, preparing a place.
I just got a Cash App. True Easy. This is what? 2 months game today. Must give, receive. Receive $10. He gave
motion.
Huh?
He's starting that circular motion. He knows he got to put it out so he can receive. Open to receive.
Too Easy. Shout out to you for paying tuition today. Some of y'all done paid tuition on what we're talking about today.
Like that, Jonathan W. Is this the place that you prepared to set up your success? The LBA thinking class is the place that you prepared to set up your success. I love that.
Oh, my foot. Y'all better get this game today. Is this the place? Y'all better. The thinking class is not for free. Y'all better have you paid your tuition to the thinking class? What we'll share today. We got to stop. We at 1:30 on the dot. Can't give no more. Have you given your tuition, your commitment to yourself, to what was said today? All proceeds goes back into what we're doing here. Let me get. He said charge. You already know. What did she say? Commitment to yourself is difficult. It is continuous drive that you have to find within yourself to continue. Come on. This deepens my insight on manifestation within and without. Come on, commitment. Is this the place that you prepare to set up your commitment? Come on, church. Or more. Moving through life without mental preparation is chaos. Take time to process and balance your goals and then make it happen. Come on. Have you paid your tuition in the thinking class today? But we went past. We at 1:30, 1:31. The reason why we're saying this because we want you to get the game, but we realize the game is it's a sidebar to your if you don't start with yourself. Why teach the game if you ain't committed to yourself? Why? Shout out to everyone who gave today to the thinking class. Tuition is open. You always can pay at any time, 24 hours a day, into the thinking class. I'm glad I tapped in. Enjoy the vibe. Stay sharp, people. I'm out. Shout out to you, William, part of the thinking class. And then what can we say? What else can we say?
Thumbs up, perfect.
If this resonated with you, let me know in the chat room before we leave out. Oh, wow, that's powerful right there.
That's the summary right there. Why waste our time if you're not going to commit to yourself? Great.
Say that again.
I was just reading the comments.
Oh yeah. This right, that. Why teach the game if you're not committed to yourself? We waste time then. I can teach some deep stuff. Donald can go in.
I waste all of our time. You don't even have to have the stream going. Go about your day if you're not going to learn. If you came here, you're preparing a place. Be committed. Okay.
That's it right there. Your commitment. You're committed. Future self prepares. Let's be one kind of one. Right. I understand what you're saying. If this resonate with you, let me know, because this was. See, y'all think it's like we're taking the nuts and bolts behind the game. And I was watching this weekend how Darth Vader came to become Darth Vader. I don't know why I didn't know that. Anakin and all that kind of stuff. And I really got into it, and how you had to put the mask on and the breathing apparatus. And I'm like, what the heck? But he became committed, even though he was on the other side. Once everything happened, he became committed to the dark side. Uh-oh, it's already happened. Another question.
In all things.
Say that again.
People don't realize the creator or God is in created both sides. You're supposed to understand both sides.
Uh-oh. Oh, wait a minute. Another question for you. So how how could you teach the game and teach it properly if you ain't committed?
Part of our commitment is being here at the same time every day. That's our commitment. If you weren't willing to do that, then you wouldn't even have a place to perform at this moment. You'd be choosing another platform to commit yourself to, if you so choose.
Know what I believe, John? Everybody in this platform that's listening now and listen to the replay, I think they're already committed to the thinking class.
So they'll know it's a good place to be.
Yeah.
Be committed.
Well, you know what I think? But I know what but I'm also looking a little further. I see about 1,000 people being a part of the thinking class, plus committed. More. Uh-oh, you said you're saying, amen. It is so. This thinking class will be paying attention, boy. Shout out to you. Make sure you, like William just said, when this is over, please take time, like and share, comment when the stream is over. Peace and love to everyone here. Thank you so much. We're out of here and read this last comment. Thinking was a mental burden at certain points because I thought my outcome comes from the outside. But now I understand that my outcome starts from within. Thank you, LDA and Jonathan.
It's true.
That's it.
Outcome can't come from out. Outcome comes from in. It goes from the in out. It's an outcome.
Shout out to the thinking classes. What? 10,000 in thinking class. That's already facts. This is a safe place for men to unwrap and women. Great live. Thank you. Shout out to you guys, and we out of here. Let me cut this music up. Cameras off. We out of here.